Igtheism is essentially a subcategory of agnostic atheism. It often goes hand in hand with theological non-cognitivism. Theological non-cognitivists tend to say there isn't any coherent definition of God, while igtheists, on the other hand, would be more likely to suggest that since everyone comes to the table with numerous assumptions and definitions of God and the supernatural, for anyone to have a meaningful discussion, we must have a coherent and unambiguous concept defined.
The definitions are ambiguous. Somebody can say this is God, and someone else can say, oh no, this is God.
Because some people might say that they believe in God, and then you ask them what that means, and they might define it as the universe, or just saying God is all this like one big energy that kind of like fuels everything. And like, I honestly believe in a God that is the universe. So it really depends on your definition. This is like a really key part of it though, that I see a lot of kickback on. It's not to say that God doesn't exist, or like I know no gods have ever existed, but rather that a God we don't understand is functionally meaningless and useless to us. And that it's not only intellectually dishonest, but dangerous to come to conclusions on or dictate my or other people's lives on something we grasp so little.
Basically agnosticism, to adding the element, the utilitarian, the lack of need for it, or that it's just useless. Yeah,
for sure. So then especially when Christians come to us and they say foundationally their pitch themselves is, at the core, you and I cannot understand the God of the universe. Your fallible human brain couldn't possibly understand like the supernatural. We can't study the supernatural. My God works in mysterious ways. From the get-go, if they're saying he's unfalsifiable and can't be studied, they're making their God completely irrelevant to anyone, and that's not only unhelpful but dangerous.
I always find that very ironic, very funny how they want to talk about this God, but at the same time saying that nobody can comprehend it. I'm like, well, why the fuck are you telling me? Why should I listen to anything you're saying if supposedly nobody can comprehend it to begin with?
And he lives outside of space and time. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, God.
Like, I've actually never existed outside of space and time. So how the hell am I supposed to utilize that information in any meaningful way? It's just nonsense.